So I go after.
What's the story from the book?
I go after Michael Clarke Duncan in the book, and
yeah.
Well, I wrote the thing.
That's why you have an argument with his heart.
I wrote it. I wrote it.
I can't fight back. My God.
Well, I wrote it 5 months ago. And when I tell you the story of what happened on the set of the whole 9 yards, you'll see why I wrote it. So then before the book comes out, the publisher emails me and says, "Do you want to take out the part of where Michael Clarke Duncan's a dick?" And I said, "You don't get a pass because you die. Fuck him."
Wow.
Absolutely. Shit. No. And I understand he became, religious or whatever towards the end of his life, and he made amends. Yeah, fuck him. On the set of whole 9 yards, he was a piece of shit. So,
What did he do on the whole 9 yards?
Dead people will
So you're on the set, and
whole 9 yards. So it's a night shoot, and I come out of the trailer to go into the van to be driven to set, and PA, like the pimply kid from The Simpsons, goes, "Hi, Mr. Pollak, I got your per diem," and I go to sign for the per diem, which is, just a little envelope of cash separate from the paycheck. It's like an allowance,
Yeah.
So from behind me, I hear, "Where's my per diem?" And I turn around, and there's big Mike Clarke Duncan. And the PA says, "Oh, I don't know, Mr. Duncan. They just gave me Mr. Pollak." "Well, how do we know that's not my per diem?" "Mike, it says Kevin Pollak on the envelope. What do you want? Give the kid a break." "Yeah. Well, how come you bring his and not mine?" "Mike, you want to take mine? I don't really give a shit. I'm sure there's more per diem for everybody, And then he won't let it go, and he's really upset. So we get in the van, and we drive to the set, and this is name-dropping fest because of the actors that are in the film. So I'm sitting with the Bruce Willis and the Matthew Perry, and so we're there like 30, 40 minutes. And, fuck me, but these aren't guys you want to keep waiting around too much. And at one point, Bruce says to his right hand for 35 years, Stevie, he says, "Stevie, what the fuck?" Stevie goes off to the director to find out what's going on, why we're sitting around cooling our heels for 35 minutes after they brought us to set. He comes back and he says, "Yeah, there seems to be a problem with Michael Clarke Duncan. I don't really know what it is, but I don't know what's going on." So then the director comes over, Jonathan Lynn, lovely British man, says, "Yes, fellas, sorry. There's a bit of a snafu with Michael. Kevin, you may know something about this. Apparently, you took his per diem."
Oh man.
Shit.
I said, "Sorry?" And then I tell them the story of what happened. And Bruce gets up to kill him, basically. And I said, no, you know what? It's like 3 a.m. I'd like to get the fuck out of here. Why don't I just go over and say, "I'm sorry for any misunderstanding, Mr. Duncan. Can we get back to work now? Because the crew's standing around and everybody's upset, and I don't really give a shit." You know what I mean? So Bruce says, "Fuck that and fuck him." And I said, no, seriously. let me just go over there, because he and I know what actually happened 35 minutes ago with the pimply kid from The Simpsons. So let me just go over there and remind him, because apparently he's convinced himself of something. So I go over, and Mike's sitting by himself. Nobody's near him. And I walk up and I say, "Hey, Mike." And before I can finish the thought, he says, "You ought to think twice before taking a man's per diem."
Oh, fuck.
So he had convinced himself, to me, the only actual witness of the occurrence, that I took his per diem.
Fuck.
Yeah, and so now I'm thinking, okay, I've got a nanosecond here to decide how to play this particular one. I do have 60 people on a crew standing around waiting. Maybe I just eat this one. Fuck it, what do I care? So I said, "You're right, Mike. I really should have thought twice about taking your per diem. I'm sorry. I really don't understand what happened, quite frankly. So anyways, whatever happened, I hope we're okay." "Yeah." So I walk away, and we get back to it, and this is the scene where his character pours gasoline on my character's face so that they can set me on fire. And do you think there was a little extra oomph when he was throwing the here's the fun part. Cut to, I don't know, a couple years later, I'm sitting on a fucking beach, because that's how you get a job. But I'm never actually detached from the mothership, so I have my cell phone with me. I'm sitting on a fucking beach on vacation. The cell phone rings. "Hey, it's Bruce." And he calls like annually, so you take that call. So, hey, what's going on? "It looks like we're going to do a sequel, The Whole 9 Yards. "Really? Huh. Well, my character died in the first one, so are you calling to rub it in? What the fuck? Because there ain't nothing like sequel money. So why are you hurting me?" He said, no, you're coming back. You're going to play the father of the character that Yanni's father, Laszlo Gogol. I said, "Oh, okay." Is everybody coming back? Yeah, everybody but Michael Clarke Duncan. Fuck him.
Wow.
Yeah, so he fucked himself out of the sequel.
Wow.
In the end.
Today, Tilda
man.
Swinton is 52 years old. Celebrity birthday. This is alive.
So the editor calls and says, "Do you want to keep this in?" And I
Fuck
said,
yeah.
"You don't get
Sure.
a pass for dying."
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.